Hello and welcome to Baking on a Budget. Now this time what we've got is this absolutely marvellous lemon tart recipe. This is a beautiful tangy lemon tart. It's in a sweet short crust pastry shell. It can be absolutely fantastic. As usual, I have everything we need to make it over here, and there's quite a bit of different stuff there, so I'm going to run through what we've got and tell you how much this is going to cost. For the pastry, we have 150 grams of plain flour, which is 8 pence. We have 40 grams of icing sugar, which is 10 pence. We have a pinch of salt, which obviously we can't really cost. We have 100 grams of butter at 76 pence, and we have 1 egg at 14 pence. That's for the pastry. Now, for the filling, we have another 6 eggs, a lot of eggs in this, and those 6 eggs cost me 84 pence. We have 3 lemons, 30 pence. We have 150 grams of caster sugar, which was 24 pence. We have 115 grams of softened butter at 80 pence. Now, if we put all that together, the total cost of this delicious lemon tart is £3.26. But we're going to get 8 really delicious slices out of that, making it about 40 pence per slice. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is make the pastry for this. And we're going to start by putting this 150 grams of flour into the bowl, followed by a good pinch of salt, and then the icing sugar. That's 40 grams of icing sugar. Now I'm going to bring that together with a spoon, and then we want to add in the butter. As I say, 100 grams of butter. I've cut this up fairly small so that I can rub it into that flour a little easier. It's very cold, the butter. It's best to keep it cold for this type of pastry. And the idea here is I'm just going to continue rubbing this in until we end up with a very fine breadcrumb. That's going to take a couple of minutes, so I'll come back when that is done. And after a good few minutes working that, this is what we end up with. It's just a very fine sort of breadcrumb mix. Right, texture looking good. I'm going to put the egg in there, and this egg will just bind all this together. We're not actually going to put any water in this pastry, just the egg as a sort of liquid element. We'll get that mixed in, and then we're going to turn it out straight away onto the board and just sort of press it together. Right, that's come together really nicely, but second thoughts, it still does seem a little dry to me. So what I'm going to do is just stick 1 tablespoon of cold water in there, and I think that'll just help it to bind together better. It's a matter of just how it feels to you at the time. If it feels okay with the egg and if it's holding together okay, leave it like that. But if it feels a little bit not quite moist enough, just a little drizzle of water, and you see that's come together beautifully there now. So we're going to turn all that out onto the board. There it is. And now, as I say, what we're going to do is just press that together like that. And we're going to get it into a rough circle, flatten it down. There. That's what we're looking for. Film, got my pastry. That is going to sit in the fridge for somewhere, half an hour to an hour, something like that. We want it to go nice and hard, so that when we start rolling it out, we're not going to get any issues with it. So that's going in the fridge now, and next thing we're going to do is get on with making this beautiful lemon filling. Okay, and to make the filling for this, it's in a couple of stages. What we want to do, first of all, is put the butter into the pan, get the sugar in there with it, and then we want the zest of 2 of these lemons in there as well. So I'm just going to do that over the pan. Everything will fall in there, and that'll all be okay. Right, and the second one, that is the zest from 2 lemons, all in the pot. Next thing we want is the juice of these lemons. I'm going to use 3 of them here. I'm going to use the juice from all 3 lemons in this mixture. Just want to get as much as we can out of them. The last one of those. Very good. Now, all of that delicious lemon juice is going straight in the pan. Excellent. Now the pan goes on the hob. Okay, so this is going over a very low heat on the hob, and we'll just want all of this to melt together. I'll keep an eye on it. Don't want it to burn, don't want the sugar to burn or anything like that, so it wants to be stirred occasionally whilst all the butter's melting. And whilst that's happening, we will prepare the eggs for this. And to prepare the eggs, we've got a bowl, we've got a whisk, and we've got the eggs. So I'm going to put 4 whole eggs in there. And with the last 2, we just want the yolk. And put the white into this glass, and then get the yolk in the bowl. Same with this one. I'm just going to stick that in the fridge, and I may very well make a mousse with that at the weekend. It'll keep for a little while in the fridge. Another couple of them, make a beautiful chocolate mousse. These eggs for now is sort of break them up a bit, give them a quick whisk, make sure the yolks and the whites are combined. And back over at the hob, we're nearly there. Most of that butter's melted down. I'm going to keep that stirring until it is all combined. And there it is there. That's all melted down nicely. That's almost ready to go. What we want to do is just knock the heat off and allow that to cool just a touch. Right, here we have our eggs. Here we have our butter and lemon mix. Now what I'm going to do is combine the two. Got to be careful with this. This is still quite warm. We don't want it to cook those eggs. Now the best way to do that is just put a little bit in and make sure that's well whisked into there. Then a little bit more. And it's just this gradual process. If you put all of that in together, it would curdle and you would have scrambled lemon eggs or something like that. So just a bit at a time and keep it moving. And there it is. And I'll get the last of that in there. All of that beautiful lemon zest. This is going to be fabulous. Right, that's what your mixture should be looking like. Still fairly runny, but that's what we want at this stage. So the next thing we want to do with this is put it through a sieve back into the pan, and just any little lumps or anything like that we can press through the sieve. Now back over to the hob, we want to take this whole mixture, put it over a fairly low heat, fairly low to begin with, and we want to heat this up. This is very much like making a custard, you know, so we want to just keep stirring this continually whilst it heats up, and then it will begin to thicken. This is going to take a while, so I will come back and show you the consistency of it when it reaches that. And a few minutes later, that's thickened up nicely. Look at that. And that is indeed very much like a custard at this point. So that's the sort of consistency you want. You can put this on a spoon and rub the back of it, and you know, if it stays where it's put, then that's good to go. So I'm going to set this aside for a moment and let it cool, and then we're on to the next stage. What we need to do is prepare the tin for this. This is a 9-inch loose bottom sort of flan tin. I'm going to put a piece of greaseproof paper on the bottom, and I'm just going to rub some lard on the outside of it. So to make that circle, I've got a piece here folded into 4. I want to get about the middle, which is there, and then I'm just going to cut around it like that. That will do me. The paper cut, got the tin. I'm just going to put a little bit of lard on the bottom of that, like that, and a little bit around the rim of this tin. Right, the tin is ready to go. We're going to go back to the fridge at this point and get our pastry out. That has cooled very nicely in the fridge, and we want to get plenty of flour on this board, and we want to get some flour on the pin. Now we want to roll this out to just over the size of the flan tin that we're going to use with it. So I'm going to keep it as round as I possibly can. If we check that with the tin, probably a little bit more on either side, and we should be good to go. And that's a nice thin sweet short crust pastry. Now what we want to do with that is pick it up, get it onto the rolling pin, and we take my tin and unfurl it onto the tin like so. Now the best bet here by far is to lift this up and just push it in with your fingertips all the way around, nice and firm on the bottom and pressed right into the wall of the tin. Okay, and to prepare that for the oven's up to temperature now, so I've got this piece of greaseproof paper. I'm just going to scrunch that up a bit. It'll make it easier to get into the corners. And then we just want to line this pastry case with that. And then I've got some rice, old rice, which I use again and again really for any blind baking. I'll just get a nice bit of weight on top of that so that it doesn't blister whilst it's in the oven. Okay, now as I say, this is going in the oven for about 20 minutes, and it's going in there at 175 degrees, or 170 degrees I think I said. So we'll come back after 20 minutes, see how that's looking. Okay, so that's had 20 minutes. Let's get this rice out and see what we've got. Looking good. But what it needs now is another 10 minutes just to crisp up the bottom a little. So I'm going to put it back in the oven for another 10 minutes, and then we're nearly there, folks. Okay, it's back out of the oven. It's had a further 10 minutes. As you can see, it's just browned off and crisped up a lot there. Very nice. Now, here it all comes together. And what we're going to do is get this mixture. I'll just get the spatula, and we're simply going to pour that into a tin. Look at that. That smells heavenly. Fill it right the way up. That is beautiful. Right, now, having got it to this stage, we just want this to firm up a little, so I'm going to put it back into the oven. Careful with it, because it is a bit wobbly. Back into the oven for another 10 minutes, same temperature, about 170, and then it will be almost there. And there we have it, another 10 minutes later. If we just do this with it, we've got a slight wobble in the middle. It's setting just around the edges here, and that's going to be absolutely okay. We need to let it cool, and then we need to put it in the refrigerator for, I'm going to try it in there for a couple of hours, just make sure it's nice and firmly set, and then we will taste it. Okay, this has been in the fridge for a couple of hours now. It's nicely set. We're going to take it out of this tin and take a look at it. Right, I have a plate here to put it on. So what I'm going to do is just slide it off the base and onto the plate. Looking good. Right, I'm going to cut into this and we're going to taste it. Okay folks, look at this. One absolutely beautiful lemon tart. Marvellous. I've just done this with a little icing sugar on top as well. Now I'm going to take a piece off. Look at that. Beautiful. It's a deep lemon flavour going on there. Absolutely delicious. The filling is just right, not too hard, not too soft. Pastry is absolutely beautiful. If you like lemons, try this. Now, as you've seen, there's a few steps to making this, but it is well worth it, believe me. And this whole lemon tart cost me £3.26, making this slice only 40p, and that is 40p well spent. So if you enjoyed the video, do give it a thumbs up. And if you would like to see more simple recipes like this in the future, always on a budget, always absolutely delicious, do consider subscribing to the channel. In the meantime, I'm going to polish off the rest of this lemon tart, and I thank you very much for watching.